Hey everybody, I'm Jim. I'm here with ZT Knives and Kershaw Knives at SHOT Show 2020. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of our new items that we have at the show this year. So, starting off, I'm going to start with our new ZT. This is the ZT 0308. So the 0308 is kind of a return to form for us, and I want you to know we've had customers asking us for some time, you know, we know it's cool that you're making some of these real slim knives and the more pocket-friendly pieces, but we also love the older, beefier, tougher stuff, and so we're listening, and this is kind of an extension of our 0300 series. The 0308 has fully 3D contoured G10 scale on the front, nice texture on it, and it's a nice grippy texture, but it's also not going to tear up your pants. We have the same kind of 3D machine texture on the back of the handle on our titanium scale. As always, we have our hardened lock bar insert, reversible pocket clip. And in this case, again, because it's a big, hard-to-use folder, we have a new custom pivot bolt and a nut on the back side. So the other really cool thing about this is that to make it adjustable in the field, we made it so it fits a 1/2-inch combo wrench, or you can even go after this with an adjustable wrench, like a crescent wrench, and you can adjust that knife without any special tools. It's running on our KVT ball bearing washers. We have a stone-washed CPM 20 CV blade. We have an MSRP of $375 on this one. So next up, the other really exciting piece we have this year is our new butterfly knife. So this is the 5150 Lucha. So we are trying to hit this into a price point that's really comfortable for a lot of people, but give them a fantastic, well thought out valley saw, a butterfly knife. So in this case, we've actually gone to a lot of trouble. We've talked to some people, tried to really make this real functional. So we have a flat ground 14C 28N blade. We have some cool features in the blade here with some pass-throughs. We have steel handles, channel down the middle, and then we have nice rounding on the corner so it flips and rolls in your hand really nicely. We have internal stop pins, and in this case we actually have a really cool latch. It's got a nice rounded profile to it. So if it gets in between your handles, it'll squirt back out. So again, a really nice little feature. We're really excited about these. These are all made in the USA. And we have an MSRP of $189 on this knife. Next up, we have some new automatics in our ZT in our Kershaw lineup. So this is the Launch 11. Again, this one's kind of a fun departure for us because a lot of these knives have been a little curvier, a little larger. This is a nice, comfortable, smaller size. It's very clean. It's very contemporary looking. We've gone with a 2.5-inch blade on this one. And so the thing about that is, yes, it's not California legal, but the California legal knives sell well all over the country, and so we felt that a slightly longer blade and handle made for something that's really comfortable to hold on to, while still being nice and small, non-threatening to a lot of people in different environments. And so we found this to be a really cool little knife. As always, we have a CPM 154 blade, aluminum handles. We have a decorative titanium trim ring on here with a bronze anodize. We have a new pen-style pocket clip that's real slim, and an MSRP of $160 on this one. So again, we have another one here. This is also in our Launch series. This is the Launch 12. And again, we have that 2.5-inch blade size. So some of you may recognize this knife because it's a little brother to our Launch 8, which is a longer Italian stiletto style automatic. So we decided to make this one with that same really fun styling, but to make it a little smaller, and actually this one we affectionately refer to as the Baby Shark. It's just a cool little knife. It's really comfortable, great size, stonewashed CPM 154. We have a reversible pocket clip, and it's just got a great snap. That little lightweight blade just really rockets out. So this one has an MSRP of $150. So next up, I'm going to show you these two together. This is the 1812 Dividend and the 1776 Link. We've made new versions of them. So when these knives were first thought up, we intended them to be kind of a value-priced USA option. So they were at a little bit of a lower price point. They had 420 HC steel originally. And so for these versions, we've decided to bring them up market. But the great thing about them is there's still a different kind of value proposition. So what we have is we have new OD green handles on them. We've put all new machining on these, give them a real nice look and feel with these new textures and grooves. On the Link, we've upgraded this to a 20 CV blade with a stonewash finish. And on the Dividend, we've upgraded this to a CPM D2 composite blade with CPM D2 and N690 for the spine. Just a great new look and a great new feel. Either one of these knives, whichever you choose, is $129 MSRP. So nice value for either one of these. We've also changed these out to a deep carry clip to change these up for 2020. And again, just two great new speed safe knives that are going to be in our Kershaw USA lineup. One more Kershaw USA piece. This is our new copper leak. So this is a liner lock version of the leak, much like our aluminum versions, but we've gone with a solid copper scale. This is a beautiful satin finish, a nice hand rub satin finish on there. We have upgraded this with a CPM 154 stone-washed blade, raw copper handles, and the same great features you know the leak for, but with that great copper. The nice thing about it is being a relatively small knife, it's definitely heavier than a normal leak, but it's not obnoxiously heavy. It's really still a comfortable knife to carry, and it will patina and age and become really cool over time. MSRP on this is $150, and that's the copper leak. So now I'm going to move on to some of our new imported pieces. This is a new design. This is a collaboration with Dmitry Sienkiewicz. This is called the Tumbler. So we have something we've used a bit of before. We have our G10 scales with carbon fiber overlay. Cool new pivot hardware. We have our subframe lock mechanism on this here, and a reversible deep carry pocket clip, bolts right to the end of the handle for extra deep carry. And then something else that's been really nice this year is we've done some of these, like including this knife with a D2 blade. So we have this nice upgraded steel, really lightweight package. It's running on our KVT ball bearing washers, and it just, again, it's a little hard to see on video, but it's so smooth and it flips open so fast. We have an MSRP of $110 on this one. This is a Dmitry Sienkiewicz design, and it's called the Tumbler. So next up, we have a knife called the Payout. Again, this is falling into that same theme. We've done several knives this year with a D2 blade, and this is one of them. So it has a stone-washed D2 blade with a real high flat grind. It's actually a relatively slim blade. It's going to slice really well. Really effective, decent-sized knife, but even the handle is not super slim, super thick. So it'll fit in your pocket comfortably and be easy enough to carry. We have a steel bolster, G10 scale, and we have some cool copper anodized aluminum pieces here for our trim ring, our tube spacer, and on the back side our over travel stop, all with that cool copper color. We have a single position deep carry clip, frame lock mechanism. This is a speed safe knife. So this one actually has our assisted opening mechanism, and an MSRP of $110. So now moving on, we have another one of our upgraded import knives. This is the Norad. It also features the D2 blade. In this case, we have a gray PVD in these grooves on the blade, and we have a beautiful grinder satin finish on the grinds. Steel handles. These are actually weight relieved on the inside, so it makes it actually lighter than you think it would be. Carbon fiber inserts. We have cool new pivot hardware. A reversible deep carry clip. And again, we have our carbon fiber insert on the back. We also have a little bit of you can see a little bit of a zig in the way we cut the lock bar. It gives you a little more room for when you're opening and closing the knife for your fingers to land, so they don't end up on the lock bar. It makes it easier to open and close it consistently with that little pad there. So again, another cool option with D2, and again, the MSRP is $110 on this one. So in our last one that I'm going to show you in this higher end series is called the Highball. So again, D2 steel, gray PVD finish on this, really nice, attractive gray. And this one, instead of having a flipper, again has the big deep groove on the blade. So instead of a flipper or thumb stud, we have this nice comfortable groove. It's really easy to get your thumb in there and open it manually. Running on our KVT ball bearing washers, which makes it so smooth. Flips open really nicely. We have a blue anodized aluminum trim ring, just giving a little pop of color on this knife. We have that on both sides. And then we have a single position pocket clip and a frame lock mechanism. And once again, an MSRP of $110. So that is the Highball. Next up, we have a couple of cool new standard series knives. So this is a new one called the Believer. This is an 8CR13 MOV blade. It has speed safe assisted opening. We have a gray PVD finish on that blade, bead blasted steel handles, Again, we have some really cool, kind of a dark copper color, more of a brown, really, trim ring around a new cool custom pivot. We have that same color transferring into the tube spacers, and on the back side with our over travel stop. Have a reversible deep carry pocket clip, and speed safe action, and an MSRP of $65 on this one. So that's the Believer. And then finally, we have a knife here called the Gravel. The Gravel also has an 8CR 13 MOV blade, steel handles, nice clean look. It's real slim and easy to carry. A reversible deep carry pocket clip, speed safe assisted opening, and just a nice crisp action. 2.5-inch blades. This again is a really nice, easy, unassuming knife that isn't going to scare people in the office no matter where you may be. And this one has an MSRP of $60. This is just a sampling of the new knives we have for this year. So if you'd like to see these and more, please come check us out at gpknives.com.
If you like what you've seen today and you'd like to see more, follow us on social media, like the video below, and subscribe to our YouTube channel feed for updates on all new products.